allow to be less mindful. I allow to see what it is, because I have no doubt that meditation is the integral part of my life. I have no doubt that I will lose meditation. No doubt, because this is not me, this is Dhamma meditating. I am now the meditator as I am because of Dhamma happening like this. So no chance that I will be completely lost in it, whatever happens. Maybe I will feel too exhausted in our current conditions, and I will rather retreat myself away for the sake of meditation. But no doubt that I will just lose myself in the fun of group traveling and lose the meditation. No chance for that. I tried already like this in my life, abandoning to meditate. Meditation was taking me back. So I'm just letting time to be. The conditions are not favorable for practicing deeply. But I'm trying to learn about these conditions rather than rejecting them. I'm meditating like this by contemplation.
But you need time to say like this. You are just beginning. You are okay for short time, but not sure for long time. That's why by saying like this, you are grasping the present situation for long time. Long time is not sure yet.
You will also go, and I will stay by myself. So it will be very different. It will change. So I'm not grasping as a current situation. Current means now, actually.
Instead of saying like this, you should be patient enough to do good deeds like this for at least 4 or 5 years continuously, without grasping what you are doing now. Only when you are able to be doing only without grasping as your own merits, as your own experience or knowing, at that time you should declare like this. Now you are too early to say like this. That's why I receive comments from the others. You are speaking more than what you can do, like that.
But this is my truthful understanding. I'm not lying.
Yes,
In what
that
I'm
is.
saying or what I'm doing, I'm sincere.
Your understanding is not complete yet. That's why you need to be patient, to be your own and more clear understanding. Now you are just beginning, just copying the right understanding and practice of me and other meditation master. So that grasping use is wrong. Using only is right. This kind of mistake is common for nearly all the meditators, including meditation master. If we can detach or let go from this grasping habit of the mind, there will be more and more development and freedom. We need to let go or detach. There is nothing in the mind. Till there is no attachment in the mind. So the aim of practicing meditation is to be free from all attachment, ignorance and attachment of the mind. Even if we can practice to be enlightened mind of our own, we should continue to help the other minds to be free from their own ignorance and attachment also. This is mental action. If we can detach from the life of one living being, we will not be free from endless life cycle or samsara. Attachment is the cause of this life and endless new lives in the future also. Ignorance and attachment are the real creator or driver of all living beings and all non-living beings. Our own ignorance and attachment are the cause of misunderstanding living beings and non-living beings as real. So we need to know the truth of self or oneself, which is cause and effect or action and the same reaction of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. So the real meditation is changing from the side of self to non-self or selflessness. Self is not real, not permanent, not sure, but non-self or selflessness is permanent, sure. But both of self and selflessness are to be using only with detaching mind. We are using with attachment, especially on oneself. The idea of someone or I, the idea of God, the idea of Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, all these are created by ignorance and attachment. As long as there is ignorance and attachment in our mind, we will believe all these heroes as real. Heroes of the country, hero of the religion, hero of the sport, music. We may misunderstand all these heroes as real because of our own ignorance and attachment. The real hero is ignorance and attachment. It can create all the leaders of politics, education, healthcare, sport, art, music. So if we understand about ignorance and attachment, we are easy to create many good things. Now I'm creating teaching about the truth of ignorance and attachment. I use the power of ignorance and attachment. I'm creating one meditation retreat after another. I'm also creating one new meditation center after another. This is knowing and using the power of ignorance and attachment in the right way. Like the fire or medicine or food. If we are using in the wrong way, these are dangerous. If we can use in the wrong way, these are useful. It is the same with ignorance and attachment. We should learn to know more and more about ignorance and attachment, and then we should try to use in better way. In this modern world, we are using technologies, better and better technology. But technology is not the best. We should learn more and more about ignorance and attachment. Ignorance and attachments are mostly concerned with the mind. Mindfulness on our personal and collective mind is the cause of knowing the truth of ignorance and attachment. So instead of learning technology, language, sport, music, art, it is better to learn about ignorance and attachment by practicing meditation and keeping precept. Now the world becomes technology war, but in the future there will be the war of meditation, the war of mindfulness and detachment, because of more and more people are practicing meditation.
But can you explain more about my example? Because this makes me really confused. And a few times I was already confused coming to you, taking some direction, and now again I'm confused now that I was telling you that my understanding is not complete, and the experience that I could have that proves the understanding of the teaching, and I was sharing to you, it was real, true, happening experience, which was confirming, but it was very impermanent. It was very impermanent and repeating not so many times. And then also once, but you were saying this is the true experience, true understanding. And then I doubted also this experience when it was not happening again. It was only my memory already. I was doubting how true it is and whether it was really the experience that I could experience or it is just the creation of the mind. So I was coming to you to tell maybe this is just the idea of the mind that happens. This I was describing to you, I remember, that it is like thought moments that appear discovering the deep understanding of Dhamma that you teach. And you said just to allow it happening like this and to experience like this. And then whatever experience I share to you, you say I should just continue to practice like this. And yes, till this becomes my own understanding. And then you said that I need to share to others and to teach more since I came to Bodh Gaya. But I told you, who can I teach? Like, there are no students for me. You say, share to everyone and to all. And I was doubting who would listen to me. I'm the same like everyone else. I'm also one of the Tabarwa members. Why would I teach to them? And you said that I should try because I have right understanding. I need to start by myself. So I started online, as we said, in different language groups. And then also offline sharing, as you always inspire and encourage to share with the Barwa members. But then you say that people complain to you that I share more than I can. So this is confusing, but now you give me some idea of practicing longer like this, like up to 5 years. Of course, this time may bring or may not some more confident experience, which I myself feel I'm lacking, because my experience is very impermanent and not frequent, much less experience than lack of experience. I'm not experienced in Dhamma, in feeling, in Dhamma naturally happening. I'm experienced in meditation, in practicing, and this is why I felt not confident to share to others. And I was telling you in Myanmar that maybe I myself understand wrongly why people would listen to me, while you reassured to me that what I understand is right and I should share with more confidence. And I started doing that. And this was helpful since I started doing to some people. So it's confusing what you're saying now. I don't know where to put myself.
This kind of teaching about meditation is the highest. Therefore, most of the meditators are difficult to understand. But you can understand. That is your good point. But your understanding is not your own. Just copy of me, meditation master. To understand the other meditation methods are easy, but not complete yet. This kind of understanding and practicing meditation is complete. That's why you are on the way, or you are on the middle way of doing and not doing only with detaching mind. To develop your practice and understanding, you need to share and teach more and more to the others meditator, but not forcefully, not intentionally. you should share all these accordingly, naturally. Whenever you get the chance of sharing like this, you should share. Whenever you get the chance of asking questions, you should ask. Because you are skillful in speaking, you attach on speaking. That's why you should use your skill for the others also. By doing like this, you can understand more and more clearly, and your understanding will be your own. You are not doing like this continuously and seriously. That's why you don't understand. If you dare to do like this, you will understand. Your practice will be more and more complete. I myself already did the same. That's why I can understand and practice more and more deeply, seriously. Learning or sharing is the best. Teaching or sharing is also the best learning. Learning or practicing traditionally is not complete yet. You are confusing because you could you can practice like this for a long time. So you need to practice to be free from confusing. So only practice make perfect. But for most of the meditators, they are difficult to understand and practice like this. That's why they need help. I came to understand like this in 1999 when I started practicing meditation. That's why I try very hard to fulfill the need of the senior meditators. Because at that time I was still young and healthy, and I could survive by myself as a business owner. That's why, in my understanding, I need nothing. I don't need enlightenment. I'm okay for myself. That is because of that wrong understanding. I didn't want to meditate for myself. But if I knew the difficulties of the meditators, I decided I should try to solve the problems of the senior meditators because they are old. So they were difficult to understand the truth about meditation. With this right understanding, I started to practice meditation continuously and seriously. Not only for me, but also for all. You must do the same. Different people, different background, but the same problems concerned with ignorance and attachment.
But it means, Sandro, that I continue coping then. You were always saying you should cope with me, and I was coping, trying to feel how it is what you mean, trying to find it with my own experience. And this is how I could understand coping and finding it within my practice. And if I continue to do like you, and this is why I can teach like you. Like Ashim Bodhinyana said, oh, you're teaching exactly like Sayadaw when I was in Thailand, when we were teaching together. And he said, yeah, I don't know, just because I practice his teaching, so it is natural for me to teach the same. He said, like, not many people can teach the same, but because I'm coping.
Yes, you should continue for long term. Short term is easy. Because of this right understanding, I have been sharing or teaching and practicing meditation for over 25 years continuously. In this way, I'm developing more and more in both of my intelligence and practice. I can do more and more. I can understand more and more. Never stopping. So you must do the same.
But still something is wrong. I feel like 11 years ago when I just met you and heard first time about your teaching, and everything I was trying to understand, you were telling me, no, this is wrong. This is because you think you understand, but you don't understand. Or this is because you are using your own thinking. You should abandon. You should detach from what you know. Only then. And I was like in a labyrinth, and I could never understand before I abandoned my own understanding. Before I was like clueless, have no keys, how else to understand. Then I started understanding. Now I feel also like in a labyrinth. It seems to me I'm doing what you are saying, and every time when I ask a question, then I practice what you reply. And this is how I could advance also through the Vasa retreat in US, to have more advancement in the practice. And this is how I decided to ordain. Because I was asking many questions, and every time I was practicing your answer. But now I feel a bit again in a labyrinth.
That is because of your need of enough practice. Only when you are able to do like this for a few years, you there will be no thinking about something wrong in your mind. Now, because of your need of practice continuously and seriously for a long time, that thinking about something wrong still remain in your mind. We all are facing the same problems concerned with ignorance and attachment. That's why solution is the same. We may be different from each other, but if we see from the side of original truth, the same ever-changing selfless impermanent nature, and the same or similar power of ignorance and attachment. So the solution is the same. In my insight, I dare to solve my own problem. Besides, I dare to help more and more people to solve their own problems concerned with ignorance and attachment.